2 episodes. Does this mean I'm on a roll? Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Don't Stifle Me podcast. I am your host, Jacob Stifle, a singer-songwriter, musician, artist from Fort Payne, Alabama, now living in the great and powerful Nashville, Tennessee. This episode is sponsored by yours truly. As I said, I am a singer-songwriter. I have 3 CDs available on iTunes and other outlets, along with merchandise, tour dates, all up at jacobstiefel.com. That is JACOBSTIEFEL. Now, on with the show. Round 2, Episode 2, Numero Dos. Today's guest is Paul Jackson from the band Blackberry Smoke. Now, if you haven't heard Blackberry Smoke and you like any kind of good music, do yourself a favor, hit pause on this, go check out some Blackberry Smoke songs, any of them, and then come back and finish the podcast. You'll thank me later, trust me. Paul, that's with me today, he plays guitar and sings harmony in the band. And he was nice enough to whittle out some of his time in between sound check and their show in Birmingham, Alabama, back on February 4th of 2017. And we sat down and had a great conversation in his hotel room, talking about his life and Blackberry Smoke and how they got started, what they've got going on. But I'll let you hear that all for yourself. From February 4th, 2017, here's my conversation with Blackberry Smoke's own Paul Jackson.
Happening.
Here we are, sitting in a hotel room in Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham.
Yep, playing Iron City tonight. I'm not playing. You're playing.
Yeah,
I'm going to be spectating.
Right.
It's all right. I like to watch some rock and roll from time to time.
Sounds like such a metal venue. Iron City.
You going to do any hair flipping tonight?
Yeah, probably.
It's my favorite Paul Jackson move.
I know. It's in my face. I can't stand swallowing. My hair drives me nuts.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that's your move.
And it's
it wouldn't.
Well,
be...
see, I didn't perfect it. It just happens. So
well, I didn't perfect the Chuck Berry duck walk either. But I tend to.
I don't go out of my way to do that. I can't help it.
So, yeah, I drove down from Nashville to sit here and talk to Mr. Paul Jackson today, and I listened to Like an Arrow down here. I've been listening to it this week because I have to be honest, I hadn't heard it until this week. I'd only heard a couple of songs on it, but it's awesome. We were talking earlier about getting to record with Greg Allman, getting him to sing on it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. How did that come about?
Well, that came about with Charlie mentioned it, and it got back. Admit to our manager and he said he was pretty interested in doing it. And Charlie, like I said earlier, hit the pavement and went to a couple of his shows to talk to him. And
that's awesome. I wonder
he said, sure, man. And
I guess people know people who put in the calls and give it to the right people.
Yeah, I mean, he has to like the music too. So
sure. Yeah.
So he was down with it, man.
I'm making this pop rap album.
Yeah.
We'd like to know if Mr. Allman would like to be on it.
No, it was pretty cool. Like, I was, glad Charlie took the time to go take care of all that, and he did. So
yeah, that's got to be that's a bucket list. That's one for the memory banks. Yeah.
I still can't believe it.
Yeah, I was listening. I was working out, and I had it on in my headphones, and I had forgotten that I read that he was going to be on one of the songs, and I got about halfway through my reps, and I heard a voice, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Greg Allman. Oh yeah, he's on one of the songs. And so it gave me an extra boost for about 4 or 5 more presses. So thanks, guys. But yeah, we were also talking earlier. 2006, I was in college, and my mother worked at a newspaper back in Fort Payne, where I'm from, and she called me one day and said, son, Gloria that I work with, her son Paul is in some band called Cherry or Berry or something like that. You should check them out. And gave me their website, and it was blackberrysmoke.com. And I ordered their first CD. Was that your first CD?
Yeah.
The Bad Luck
in Your Crime.
Yeah. So I ordered that online and got it and listened to it. And then few months later, come to find out, Gloria and her son Paul were going to be coming up to Mom and Dad's house to cook out. And
I was hungry.
Yeah, well, we did our best. We never short of food at the Stiefel house. But I had to tell myself to be cool. Don't be, it's rock and roll guys coming to the house. I was just getting into playing music out, and just was about to start the band that I started in college, and so you had just gotten that red Firebird.
Yeah.
And we sat around and played, and it was the coolest thing because I've been watching the YouTube videos all week. Those first ones from Flint, Michigan. And was it Flint? Lansing. It was Lansing, Michigan. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So, man, that was really cool. But
we did that with Montgomery Gentry.
Yeah, it was Montgomery Gentry, wasn't it?
And then I remember playing with them. They came out, and I was like, man, this is a metal band. This is not a country
band.
Oh, my God, they were metal. It was killer. I was tripping out.
I've never seen them live before.
Yeah.
So we talked about Greg Allman. Who else have you? What's some of your favorite people you've gotten to do stuff with?
Oh, ZZ Top.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw y'all. Was when you opened for ZZ Top.
Slash was really cool. That was fun. We did that Guitar Hero thing that came out with the video game with him on it, his likeness on it.
Yeah,
and he.
Did y'all have a song on that?
No. He wanted to. We were playing the I guess the party to release party or something, and it was a while back and a lot of drinks, and I can't pretty much remember much of it, but he wanted us to do play a couple tunes with us, and we're like, hell yeah. I
don't know, I have to check my schedule. Slash
and we knew the songs anyway, some Bad Company tunes and whatnot, and individually we knew them. We just had to put them together real quick, right. But he was super nice. And I was sitting at the bar, and he had come in, and I don't even think we didn't even sound check. He just came up to jam, But I walked up to him and said, "Hey man, you'll probably be playing my Les Paul because he didn't bring guitars. If you want to go check it out, feel free to go over." And he goes, "Nah, man." He goes, "No thanks. I know Les Pauls. I know how to work my way through them." I said, "Yeah, no worries." He's no worries. And then I went and got a drink. I was sitting at the bar. He comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, that didn't sound mean, did it?" And I was like, "No." And he's
that's cool.
I was like, "No, dude." Yeah, he was nice. Yeah, he's really nice. I said, "No, dude." And he's like, "I just didn't want to come off. It didn't seem."
Well, that's cool.
I was like, "Dude, yeah, it's all good, man." But he got him and slayed it, and I think that's still up on YouTube.
Really?
I haven't seen it in forever.
I think you were telling me about that because didn't he played through your Marshall, right? You had a Marshall head.
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point?
yeah. I still got it. Yeah.
You still have that Marshall?
Oh, yeah.
Does it still have the marks?
It's still marked on it. Yeah.
Paul said that when Slash came up, he immediately walked over to Paul's amp and took him 2 seconds to dial it right in where he wanted it. And as soon as Slash walked off stage, Paul went over and took a Sharpie and marked exactly where Slash.
I haven't messed with it since.
Oh man, that's all.
Well, it needed work. Actually, it's on its way back to my house now. But yeah, I can't wait to get it back.
Awesome. And so the DVD that just came out.
Yep.
Yeah. Who was that?
With Bob Weir.
Yeah, that's right.
From the Grateful Dead at TRS Studios.
Okay, so I just heard about this a couple days ago, so I haven't had time to check it out yet. Is it a live show?
Yeah, it's. We went up to jam with him at his his studio that he has, and it was so amazing.
Where is that?
San Francisco.
Okay.
Man, I mean, me, my mind wanders. I'm trying to remember most of it, but we got in there, and it was so cool just to be around him. It was like, oh shit,
yeah, the
Bob Weir,
genius dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we played all day, like literally all day,
just jamming.
Yeah. We he asked what songs do we want to do, and we
So did you do Blackberry Smoke songs?
We did a couple of Blackberry Smoke songs and some Dead songs and some cover tunes. So it turned out killer, and we did it a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
We're just now putting it out.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about it, and then it was
just
on
getting
Facebook the other day,
getting stuff together to get it put out.
Right?
You got to go through this process and that process. But man, I got the copy, took it home. last month or month or two ago. Just
Yeah.
like, wow, you know, because I didn't see it until.
Did you ever?
It's
Did
crazy.
you ever think, growing up in Pensacola, Florida, that you'd
No.
be doing all this, like playing with, having Greg Allman on your CD? And
No,
and like
Nope, never.
knowing ZZ Top. I remember you telling me about going to eat with Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
and
Him giving me some monitor advice and not to have one.
yeah,
So guess what? We don't have monitors. He was really cool, man. That was awesome.
he said, was he the one that went? The catering was so bad on the tour that what did he went
Oh yeah,
across
he
the street to
yeah,
McDonald's or
it was
something,
like that. Yeah, he went and got his own food. It was hilarious.
and brought it
was
back to the catering.
Yeah. I can't remember what venue it was, but it was, yeah.
So, Pensacola, Florida.
Yep.
Where you from?
Yeah.
Born and raised there?
Now, I was born in Philly and then wound up, my biological father was in the Navy, got stationed in the Navy, so they sent him down to Pensacola.
Okay.
And that's how, on the Lexington, USS
How old
Lexington.
were you at that point?
Year and a half.
Okay.
Year and a half. So I did.
So Pensacola.
Yeah,
is
that's
home.
That's my home.
Yeah.
I miss it, and I'd love to move back near the beach. I'm a beach bum, dude.
Yeah.
I love that kind of situation. Toes. I mean, literally, I know it sounds cliche, but toes in the sand. Folks, I grew up with my toes in the sand. That's
Yeah.
not a joke. Seriously.
Skipping school
A little bit.
a little bit.
A little bit. Well, my brother used to rent,
Yeah, blame it on Tommy.
jet skis. That's true. Jet skis, and he's hanging out with hot chicks. I was like, either go to when you're in high school, it's like go to school or go look at chicks in thongs all day
On the beach, yeah.
And my only ride out there was him. So
I mean, yeah, it's a good thing.
and when
I'm almost happy that I didn't grow up next to a beach.
I'm serious, dude, serious, and it's just like Mom, bless her heart, tried her
Your
hardest.
mother is an angel.
Tried our hardest to stop that from happening, but it's just
There's only so much you can do.
when you're young and you're like, I'm going to play music one day, blah, 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 not really knowing how long it would take.
Right. So is that how old were you when the music bug bit?
Well, I think Dad died in 83, so I think like late 84, 85, because Mom bought us these things, which you kids out there in podcast land probably don't know about. They're called cassette players.
Cassette tapes.
Cassette tapes, tapes.
I remember seeing those around.
Yeah, bought us each one of those, and we were allowed to get like a couple tapes each.
Yeah.
And me and my brother went in and figured out which bands we wanted to get so we can, switch off.
Yeah, there you go. So that's 4 instead of 2, yeah.
So, yeah, we got those, and just because we were going through a lot, after Dad passed, and just sitting. And then
So this was your dad, that your
my stepdad who raised me, so.
what happened?
Well, he was Eddie Frank Jackson. I was born at Scarpato, Paul Scarpato, and then my mom and Tom Scarpato got divorced, and then Eddie Frank adopted. That's how I became Jackson.
Yeah.
So
Cool. How did he pass?
He's a firefighter. He got died fighting fire. So
yeah.
he didn't burn. I mean, nothing like heavy like that.
Yeah.
He just the chemicals got in his system, and it kicked his
his
adrenaline in, and they said that he had a blood clot somewhere, and it just got loose, and he
Went to the wrong. Yeah.
dropped dead right there, and not while I think the fire was out and they were leaving the building.
Yeah.
But back then they called firefighters leather lungs because they had masks and oxygen, but they just never thick-headed firefighters.
Yeah.
They just went straight in the building. They didn't, I mean, it's back in the 80s, man. Like,
So how old were you when that happened?
I was 11. 11.
Man.
So, yeah, it was heavy.
Yeah.
He's
So music kind of helped.
yeah,
fill that void.
and what's really weird is my biological father, Tom Scarpato. He's a musician, but I did not grow up around him. My grandpa Scarpato played.
Really?
Yeah, my biological father, him and his brothers, 2 brothers had a band. So, and
There's definitely
it's weird.
There's definitely some genetic things there, because people always ask me, they said, where'd you get it from your mom or dad? And like, mom can play she knows some chords on the guitar, but that's as far as it ever went.
Yeah.
And Dad never did anything musical, or his side of the family. But I just found out like a year or two ago that my mom's dad, he was always singing, and he played I knew he played tuba in college or high school or whatever. But I just
Mom
found
played
out,
that actually. It's weird.
Yeah. But I just found out that like a year or two ago, he's been passed away for a few years now, but I just found out not long ago that he was in a band, like either in college, because he was in World War II. So like shortly after that, I think while he was in college, he played bass in a band. I had no idea.
That's crazy.
So there's definitely something.
Like they just, your folks, they were like, hey, you know what? They just didn't seem to tell you.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, by the way, when he was in that band, I was like, wait, what? Back up to that part there. So that's when music came into the life. But when did you start? Like, when did you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 15. Wait a minute, hold a minute. I think 14. Like late.
Take lessons, or did you?
I took lessons for 6 months, and that was it. And shame on me for that, for just doing 6 months. Because I mean, I was telling
Spencer, like I can play chords now. I can get girls. That's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. But I was telling Spencer on the way up today that my son, I didn't have. And it sounds like something my dad would say. I didn't have this when I was your age. I didn't have YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was on tape players.
Mm-hmm.
Rewind, play.
Right.
Rewind, play, and then not just rewind, but replay.
Just to get that little lick.
I broke so many tape players that way.
Really?
Oh God, drove mom nuts.
I did that with CDs. I was, because YouTube wasn't around, I think, until I was in college, like
right.
05, 06, 07, somewhere in there. So I would do that with CDs, just barely press it, just to get.
And then you had the rewind button that goes and then play the song, but it wouldn't go back far. You're like, the whole thing. This is trippy, And I was hiding from my brother most of the time. And I had to go in my room, lock my door, lock my windows.
Why is that?
Because he would just beat me up all the time. And I'd put everything in the closet, my cassette player and boombox,
right.
And then all my tapes, and close my closet door and tie it shut, so he wouldn't get in there.
So he wouldn't.
Oh, he'd just mess with me. He'd
in there, switch your tapes up, and
he'd throw water on me and crap, and just
I'm practicing guitar.
Drummers are buttheads.
Oh, so he plays drums.
Yes.
So, so when did you start playing, like, out?
We together, I think 8 months after I picked up the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just my brother.
So you
me.
said he's a drummer. Did y'all play together?
Yeah. He and I played together, and my mom's boyfriend at the time, his son, we convinced him to play bass.
Oh, okay.
And then we got this friend of ours to sing, and which it wasn't the
four piece.
Yeah,
with
4-piece
lead singer.
Yeah, and then we got this. A friend of ours. I still know him. His name's Jimmy. And
what was the name of the first band?
Oh, well, the first initial one was just two people and me and my brother. It was called Blade.
Blade.
Yeah. That
just
was
you and Tommy?
Just me and Tommy. I got a picture of me with. We made our own.
Y'all were doing the white strapes thing way before. Guitar and drums. Yeah.
We made our own backdrop with the hard stock cardboard. I got a picture of me sitting there with it.
Oh man,
me with a white tiger striped shirt with my white guitar.
Oh, no.
And
tiger striped shirt.
It was awesome. And it was cut off, by the way.
Oh man,
showing the guns.
Is that on Facebook yet?
Or the noodles, if you will. I don't know. It might be. I'm sure somebody did. My brother either put it up or mom put it up.
Oh, that's great.
I had feathered hair back then.
Oh yeah, I saw one where you had like yellow socks on.
Oh yeah,
something. Your hair was all.
That's what I'm saying. After that, there's a bottle club that my mom knew the owner, and I'm not sure if mom worked there or whatever, but they turned it into a teen club before the bottle club. They would close it at midnight and open it up at 2 for the bottle club. Yeah. And they'd lock all the liquor up and whatnot, and just give us a place for us kids to hang out.
Oh, that's cool.
And my buddy Gary Van Dorp, he owned it, and ran it, and he was a drummer and a musician. And
So that's where you first started playing.
yeah, and I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just somebody I'll never forget. Just amazing dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have that place. What was the name of it?
It was called the Night Owl.
The Night Owl.
In Pensacola, yeah.
So did
Green Day played there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Amanda went and seen him there. I mean, I think Soundgarden played there. You know.
Did Blade ever play there?
Blade didn't make it to the.
Did Blade ever play a show?
Yes, we did. We played the Jackson reunion for about 15 minutes.
Sounds like a party.
For 15 minutes, I think, and it was pretty trippy. Yeah, but no, that band was. God, I think it was Prophecy. I think the name of the band was, and we played around Pensacola quite a bit.
So was there a big music scene
in Pensacola?
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
Is that you said those guys played there? Those bands, those other bands.
They all played there. They played there when they were starting out.
When they were coming up.
Yeah, and it's just.
I played there not long ago, and I can't remember the name of it. Opened up for Sister Hazel.
In Pensacola?
Yeah, it was in Pensacola. It was a cool venue.
Vinyl?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's a cool place.
Yeah, we haven't played there. We don't play Pensacola much. The last time we played there was with Skinner at the Civic Center, which is a good story in itself.
Yeah. Skinner, there's another one on the list.
I saw my first concert in the Pensacola Civic Center.
Really?
It was in 1985, which really did it for me. I got a guitar actually after
that
concert. A week after.
Concert.
It was the Theater of Pain tour, 1985.
Theater of Pain?
Yeah. You know the Home Sweet Home video?
Yeah.
So everybody's seen it. If you haven't seen it, check the video out. It's that tour.
Oh, okay.
And autographed, open up from you, turn up the radio.
Oh yeah, turn up.
And I remember. This is so lame of me, but I think Tommy Lee said something like, "Let me see some boobs." I don't know if I can cuss on this, but
oh yeah, you can say whatever.
Yeah, let me see some tits, and I was like, and I looked behind me, and I saw like 50, 60 pairs of killer boobs. And I was like,
how old were you at this point?
I was 13 or 14 or something.
Oh, man.
But
that's why you started playing music right there.
The funny thing was...
Forget everything else that we just talked about.
Mom took me to that concert, but I wouldn't let her sit with me and Tommy. So she sat in the nosebleed section watching us the whole time. And I got done, and I said, Mom, I need a guitar immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah. So I got a guitar, and she bought me a cheap one, and that's pretty much how that came about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But then here's the thing. Then I remember driving through there, going to the beach every day. It's just seeing the Civic Center. And I said, one of these days I'm going to play that place. One of these days.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I damn sure did it. I damn sure did it. That's crazy.
That's awesome. So when did you make it to Atlanta? Is that where you went from Pensacola?
Yeah, I left Pensacola in 91, early 91, and I was 20 years old, or 20. Yeah. And then I turned 21. Then I started hitting the bars. I really never drank. I never smoked
until then.
Anything.
Really?
I've never done drugs like that. When I was a kid, I just didn't see the need for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got girls and a guitar.
Yeah.
How much? What else do you need?
Well, actually, the girls weren't all there at that time. I always said, Amanda's like, why did you have a girlfriend back then? I said, I don't know, I just didn't want to chase girls.
Yeah.
I'd rather play my guitar and have a girlfriend instead of chase girls and not play my guitar.
Yeah, I definitely.
So that was my mindset. Some goofy thing, but yeah, I moved to Atlanta in 91. 91, and then I lived there for 5 years, from what they tell me, because I can't remember any of it.
Yeah,
because I turned 21 and I was like, wee, just.
And so is that when did you start drinking then?
Yeah. No help from my brother though.
So did you start playing around Atlanta?
Yeah, we played. It's funny. I moved out of Pensacola.
So did you move there with Tommy?
Yeah,
with your brother.
Yeah, I moved out of Pensacola, Florida, to get away from being in the same bands with the same people, because they'd rotate. I'm going to quit this band, and you go to another band, and then you'd wind up in a band like, dude, we were just in the band together.
We were just in a band like last year.
It didn't work. It's just a different name.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to move. So we got up there and fiddled around. Anyway, as soon as I got up there, what do? I played with people from Pensacola, Florida.
So people you knew that had already moved up there.
Oh yeah, they moved up for the music. They were going to a music school up there, like recording.
Yes,
I cannot remember what it was called, but yeah, got up there and we played, and then called a bass player up from Pensacola to play.
I mean,
so
it got you here. So
yeah, then I moved out of there. I moved down south of Atlanta in LaGrange, Georgia. Don't ask me why. I think it had something to do with my brother again, because we were playing together.
I see a correlation here.
Yeah,
you
dude.
just blame a lot on
Dude,
on your brother.
this is not blame, dude. He'll step up and tell you. But we had a cover band. I needed to make more money during the week, so we had a cover band, and that band,
what was the name of this band?
Oh Lord. Well, we took
I like this.
We took it from Spinal Tap. Shark Sandwich. They had an album called Shark Sandwich.
Shark Sandwich. Okay.
Which in turn meant Shit Sandwich. We thought it was funny. And
why did it mean shit sandwich?
It's just the way in the movie Spinal Tap, they were saying people referred to that record Shark Sandwich as Shit Sandwich.
Okay.
We couldn't name ourselves Shit Sandwich.
Well, you could have.
We could have,
but gone anywhere.
Now it probably would have been okay to do. No, we just wanted to do cover tunes and play weekend, and we played a little 9 years every weekend. We did,
wow!
Oh, dude,
it lasted that long?
Yeah, because we had places to play every month, or every 2 months.
So this whole time, did you have the odd day job?
Yeah. We still had day jobs, and it's.
What was Paul Jackson's day job?
He
was in Shark Sandwich.
Well, Shark Sandwich back in the day, I was washing cars. I was a cook.
Were you washing cars during the summertime in your bathing suit?
That in the winter. Yeah, with no shirt on.
For middle-aged women?
Yeah. Now, just doing that and, working in bars.
Settle down, ladies. I was just joking.
I tried working at there's this thing called Blockbuster Video. I tried working at Blockbuster Video, but they fired me because I had long hair.
Really?
They didn't want me renting videotapes because I had a ponytail.
What?
Dude, swear
was
to
this
God.
in the
50s? They fired me. The district manager came. I was working there for 3 weeks.
That was the reason. That's what
district manager walked in and said, "I can't let you work here."
Wow.
And I was like, it was something stupid. And I was like, should I sue him? And I was like, shit, no, I lied on my application.
What do you lie about on your application to work?
I can't remember what it was. I'm sure it was something stupid though.
Oh man, I was talking to somebody the other day about jobs and applying for jobs.
Yeah.
And I applied for a job at Kmart in college.
Nice.
Didn't get it. I'm in civil engineering school.
What did you do to not get a job at Kmart?
It was so I knew the girl that was hiring, like the manager.
Ah.
So I thought this is
you knew her
sure
or
thing.
newer?
No, not newer.
Okay.
We were her mom.
Okay.
I think worked with our moms at the paper or something.
Because if you knew her and didn't get the job, something really wrong here.
No, if I knew her, but I'd have got the job. No, but no, you have to take some kind of test or something to get the job, and it was all kinds of questions like, if this happened, would you be very upset, slightly upset, not really upset, or upset? It was all kinds of stuff like that on the spectrum. Where would you be? And I'm a very middle of the road, kind of go with the flow kind of guy, so that's kind of what I answered, And then afterwards, she tells me, no, they like it when you pick one way or the other. Like, you couldn't have told me that 45 minutes.
I know,
before.
right?
I'd wasted my damn time taking this test.
Man, I thought those getting a job and those ridiculous, stupid tests. They're like, what does that have to do with me picking up a box and putting it somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to be pushing grocery carts.
I respect the job interview process and the application process. I respect that, but
especially this girl knew me. She knew, like.
Yeah, I went through
I think I can stock CDs or whatever.
I worked at I did work at Blockbuster Music. I figured that'd be easier to do than work at Blockbuster.
Music store?
Yeah, they had Blockbuster. It's in the very end of there.
Yeah.
It was Blockbuster. It was in LaGrange. Charlie worked there one time. I think it was called the Record Bar or something like that. But it had changed, and he was long gone out of there at that time. They cut my hair to drug test me. I was like, wait, you're losing for
they
what?
Cut like a piece of your hair.
Yeah, they
and then
got
drug tested
that, and my hair was pretty long, and I was like, if I were to do drugs like 10 years ago, I mean, you know what I mean, from when I got a cut.
I wonder if it would still be.
Dude, I wouldn't have gotten that. You know what I mean? I was just like, God, from your hair, good grief. Nah, but it probably didn't stay that far. It just washes out. But no,
Shark Sandwich was like that many years. Was that up until The Blackberry Smoke thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a cover thing I was in. And
so when did the Blackberry Smoke thing happen? When did that was
in 2001. Like I knew Charlie, in LaGrange.
Yeah,
and
just from playing
around, and he would always be playing. And if he was off and he didn't have anything to do, he'd come out to the place we play because he played the same place.
Yeah,
and if he was in town, because I think he moved to Atlanta at that point.
Okay,
and he's come home to see his family and whatnot. And
yeah, because he's from around.
Yeah, Valley. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then when he would play with his band, and this was prior to Blackberry Smoke, I go check them out because we didn't do the songs they did. I wanted to.
Yeah,
but
the cover songs, like just different.
Yeah, they did stuff like like Blackberry Smoke does. Rockin' is my good stuff.
Southern rock and roll.
Yeah, and which Shark Sandwich did everything they could to get the girls on the dance floor.
Yeah,
and it worked. Believe me, it worked. And I didn't care.
So what kind of songs was Shark Sandwich doing? Like Motley Crue.
And stuff. No, we did like Collective Soul, Matchbox 20, stuff like that, and so
the stuff at the time,
stuff like Hot Child in the City, older stuff that the people that gets still played on the radio.
Yeah, we
just did that kind of stuff.
Cool. And so you would go out and see Charlie and his band and be like, man, it was rock and roll.
Not many people like there were people in there, but not many that I thought would be in there because it was just LaGrange is weird. Yeah. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna go in there and hang out and listen to Charlie.
I think I went to see y'all play someplace in LaGrange. I rode down there with you. We came from Fort Payne, and I remember you had just started talking to Amanda, like at that time, right. And y'all were playing this little bar in LaGrange, and I went.
It was Rick's place.
Maybe so. Yeah, there could have been more than 15 people there.
As a matter of fact, was it Blackberry Smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Rick's place.
It was before Brandon. It was just before.
That was Rick's. I think it was Rick's place. Yeah, that's where I met Charlie at doing his thing, and then they were playing one night. I remember Britt Richard and him and another guitar player playing, and I said, "Hey, dude, if you ever need another guitar player."
So Britt and Richard were with him at that time.
Yeah, okay. And I got dibs. Yeah. And he's like, why didn't you say that? This guy's leaving. Oh. And they weren't doing much. They were, they just were starting, and the guy didn't want to, just wanted to exit. And when I got in the band, I went and rehearsed with him. And that was that. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. So it clicked that.
Yeah. I dug it.
That's cool.
I got the 3 song. One was Sanctified Woman and Train Rolling.
Y'all been playing the shit out of that song.
I know, yeah. And recording the shit out of it.
Yeah.
No, and then just went and when we got together, we started literally going on the road and hadn't stopped. That's the facts right there, straight up.
Yeah, that's the coolest. One of the cooler things about y'all to me is people. I meet people all the time in music, new people that maybe just moved to Nashville or whatever, and they're all trying to find the quick and easy route to developing fans. And you're the first guys that pop into my mind. It's like, well, how'd Blackberry Smoke do it? Well, they busted their asses on the road for a decade.
Everybody has a degree busting their ass to a degree in their minds. You know what I mean? You have a degree of busting your ass, like if you're a songwriter. Yeah. Like say you're in Nashville and you're writing songs, you're busting your ass writing songs for people. We did it by touring. Yeah. And touring. We didn't sit and write songs and then, all right, you're a songwriter, you had a couple hits, now we're going to give you a deal. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit. I mean, it's killer.
Everybody's got their own path.
Yeah, yes. But we just did it the old-fashioned way, man. I mean, I didn't know any other way to do it. I think it's normal for that to happen for us.
I think
to tour.
I mean, in my opinion, that's the best way to do it because even if you don't get to where you're selling out stadiums, I mean you've got Blackberry Smoke fans, and that's they're going to be your fans until y'all are put in the ground, and after that,
which is awesome because I'm fans of my fans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think it's cool to see we get a chance to talk to them. If we see them on the streets, we definitely say, "Hey, it's awesome."
At what point?
It's like a family. It's really cool. Yeah, I think it's cool as hell. But
at what point did y'all go from Because I remember going to see you when I first started going to see you in like 06, 07. You were still playing like Rick's Place and those places where there might have been 20 to 40 people. And so at what point do you think it like jumped up to the next level? Like, was it
when we got sober?
Well, hey, that's
no, seriously. It's when we stopped. We got a little out of hand at one point.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It happens to
This will be in my book, by the way. Eventually, some years down the road. No, we got a little out of hand.
Yeah,
it was getting ridiculous. Like,
it happens.
I'm serious.
I've heard since I've always heard that in the music business, most of the time, you either become an alcoholic or you go sober.
Right.
It's one or the other. Now there are those few, I'm sure, that slip through, but it's easy to do in this because when you're basically you're getting paid most of the time. you're getting paid to go where other people save up their money to go and party or whatever. So it's really easy to slip in because it's fun.
Yeah, we got a lot of touring. We got a lot of our fan base. We did biker events.
Yeah,
and like I don't know if they still do them or not, but Easy Rider bike shows. They flew us out for like a year or two. Every weekend. I get off work, straight to the airport. Yeah, get in a plane and fly everywhere.
So what was your job then?
We played. I was printing. A printer, and we were fortunate enough to have those kind of Charlie did body work with his dad. Yeah. So Charlie bust his ass to get something done so he can leave. Yeah. And then, which he always did, and then Britt and Richard had the web design company thing, and so they were able to do their work on the road.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is back when it was just about what did they call it? Dial up. So it took a while for them to do their work. Yeah.
So they were doing web stuff like in the early.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. And then I was like I said doing print. We were lucky enough to have those jobs to take off, and which we didn't literally take off. My job, I worked until Thursday, and then
would fly to the
and then be back Sunday night. And then I'd be at work Monday morning, and we did that as a routine. And then we played, we call them the lunchroom jams. The lights are on in this convention center. Yeah. And we're playing, and there's, we get packed.
For the bike, at the biker events?
Yeah.
Really?
we would play 3 sets. We'd play a set, and then this dance group would come out. These girls would come out and do a dance thing and pack the place out, and then they'd get off stage and everybody would leave. But eventually it grew and grew and grew. And we got to hang out with a bunch of cool people. Yeah. And then we got doing that. And then,
well, I mean, it's those things.
Sturgis, we did that.
You do those, and then you build,
You just don't remember those. Don't be afraid to do that shit. I mean, that's what I'd say. I think where we're fortunate is we got, found each other that want to do the same thing and aren't a wuss about it. We're not wusses about it. We'll go do it. Right. We pride ourselves on not missing shows. We had a little hiccup last week, but we made the show.
Oh, very cool. What happened?
The trailer, we lost an axle.
I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see that.
Lost an axle, and we waited and waited and waited and waited. They brought the axle and brought the wrong one. So did it break almost while y'all were driving? we didn't even get out of the sea. I can't remember where we were last. I mean, obviously, I can't remember half the places.
Where were you last night? Do you remember that?
I was in Asheville.
Oh, okay. Took him a second.
I knew because I didn't go to sleep last night. They didn't bring the proper axle, so we had it put on a flatbed, and the flatbed followed us to the gig. We got there at 7:30, and we hit the stage at 10. We're supposed to be on at 9, and we let everybody know. Yeah. And
I bet not a person left. I bet they stayed for the whole time.
They hung out.
Oh yeah, Blackberry Smoke fans.
Stillwoods. They played and let everybody know what was going on.
Yeah, they awesome guys.
Yeah, which is very cool of them. They even helped load in, which was crazy.
Good dudes. I played a show with them in Muscle Shoals.
Last year. They're out with us at the moment, and I dig them. They held it down for us, and we got there and got set up, and boom, went out and played.
Rock and roll. Europe. Are you about to head out to Europe?
Yeah.
So?
Yeah. I think we're going to land in Spain and do Ireland and, the UK. And
I haven't made it over there yet, but I've heard that they are some diehard fans.
Yeah.
Of
they're
music
good.
We do.
They're killer, and they can throw down too.
You're going to be over there like a month, right? I looked at the tour schedule.
4.5 weeks.
4.5
weeks.
It's like boom, 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 like one place right to the other.
Yeah, when you get over there, it means it's business time.
Yeah, because every day is.
Everybody's like, "Oh, can I go with you? I'll put me in your suitcase." I'm like, "You're gonna see what they call showers,
right? you're gonna see the venue
and
where we clean up and the bus or do y'all rent a bus when you go over there?
Yeah. We traveling and they're gonna see what they call showers over there, lunch meat, butter, and the gig, and then hopefully find a pub afterward. Then the bus, same thing.
That's
every day.
Cool people though.
Oh God, yeah. Cool. Great beer. There's some good beer over there, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, I'm not gonna drink this month. I'm not gonna drink this month. Next, oh man, I got to go to Europe. I got to drink one of them.
Yeah.
No,
what's your favorite place to play when you go over there? Or hang out? What's your favorite pub? Do you have a favorite pub you go to?
I can't remember the one in Amsterdam's name, but I know you go in it and they play rock and roll videos like the whole time you're in there.
Like on TVs and
the music is so loud, and they play concerts, and I like to sit at home and watch concerts and have a couple of beers.
You showed me that huge setup you had.
That's what
last time. What is it? You got like big speakers and a
no. I just have
I
bought a projector and a 120-inch screen, and I got a tailgating speaker that I sit in the garage and jam out to. I'm putting it in the house tomorrow because it's Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl Sunday.
So, Florida State's not playing. I know that, but I figured might as well just put it up and see what happens.
Florida State fan.
That's right.
I don't know whatever happened. How that came about. I bought you an Alabama shirt one time. I bet you hadn't even worn it.
I don't think I have. I didn't want to get any of that on me. No, I'm just kidding.
So what's coming up? What's new? I mean, clearly touring.
Well, with the Bob Weir thing is coming out, and just
is that out for sale now?
Yeah, it's out. It's out right now. You can get it.
How are they even doing that now these days? Do people buy DVDs? Do people buy DVDs anymore?
Yeah, some people do. I mean, I
ordered off the website.
Yeah, like lucky enough, like our fans, which I like to call friends. They support the band, man. I mean,
that's awesome.
We couldn't put things out like that if it wasn't for them anyway.
Cool. So they can get it at blackberrysmoke.com.
Yep. Yeah.
Is it? I guess probably can get it on iTunes and stuff too, right?
I'm not.
Can you download it?
I'm not sure yet.
You should just go to the website and get it, people. That's the best place.
The best place to do it. Go check it. Go check our mugs out.
Blackberrysmoke.com, at Blackberry Smoke on Twitter and everything. What's your Twitter and Instagram situation? Do you want people to know about that?
Yeah, I have one. It's Paul BBS.
At Paul BBS.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'll send him a tweet or a Snapchat or Instagram or something. Are you a Snapchatter?
I
see Amanda sends out.
I don't know how to
with you and like the angel stuff, and
because I'm super lazy. When I get home, the last thing I want to do is like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm not clever enough to do that. So she does it and catches it at the right moment.
I caught myself sometime a year or two ago, whenever Snapchat was first like getting popular. I caught myself I was like, I don't know about this. I don't really feel like learning a whole nother social media thing. And then I talked to my sister about it, and she said she's a high school teacher in Fort Payne, where I'm from, and she said she had to get a high school student to show her how to use it and how to do it and stuff. She said she didn't want to be that old person that didn't know how to use the new thing. And I was like, shit.
And your sister's not old at all, dude.
Yeah, I mean, she's like 2 or 3 years older than me, and that made me feel bad. I was like, well, shit, I guess I got to learn how to use it too. So I've been working at it. So some of y'all.
I don't know whether you notice this, Jacob, but you're getting old.
I still feel young as hell, but
me too.
My back when I wake up in the morning is the only thing.
I think that has something to do with music. I
absolutely
think it has something to do with music. Yeah,
it keeps you in touch. I mean, with what's going on. And
I'm just saying, when I went back to the Snapchat thing, I got it when it came out Amanda's like on the road, because it would only let you keep pictures for 3 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, there's no way that the people who created that had pure things in mind.
Yeah, and aren't
because you know what that was created for,
and aren't keeping those. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I got it.
Get deleted in a few seconds.
I've been going. I think Snapchat still has them, but they.
There's a memory bank somewhere that's
there's a file cabinet with that.
Yeah,
but I got it. She told me to get it because I was on the road in Europe and stuff like that, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this. This is awesome. And every time I get a Snapchat, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this. And I'd wait.
It's like food.
Get in my bunk, and it's her making silly faces. So I deleted it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't need that.
Yeah, it's like, I had that same thought. It's like, all right, I'm going to be getting some cool pictures on this thing.
Yeah,
and then
totally.
get like on my way to the Starbucks, and then, whatever, pictures of people just sitting there.
I figured if your wife wasn't sending you good stuff, get rid of it. So I just got rid of it. I was like,
Yeah. Well, man, I think I'm good here. Anything else you want to throw at the people?
No, man.
You gotta go get in the shower and get
I'm gonna
for some rock and roll
I'm gonna
tonight.
get cleaned up so I can go sweat. Get dirty.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for talking.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
There it was, episode 2. My talk with Paul Jackson from the Atlanta-based internationally touring rock and roll band Blackberry Smoke. Make sure you check them out at blackberrysmoke.com, where you can find all their music, merchandise, tour dates, and more. They're about to take off on a European tour coming up soon that Paul and I talked about, and you can see all that at blackberrysmoke.com. Paul's social medias are at PaulBBS on Twitter and Instagram, and Blackberry Smokes is at Blackberry Smoke on Twitter and Instagram. And the show notes from this conversation, the things we talked about, and links to Paul and the band and everything can be found at don'tstifleme.com/002. Thank you again so much for listening to the Don't Stifle Me podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe to the podcast, leave us a review, share with your friends. And if you have any feedback or questions at all, shoot those to don'tstifleme@gmail.com. This episode is brought to you by me, Jacob Stiefel. I am a singer-songwriter artist with CDs on iTunes as well as other digital music outlets. There's merchandise and my own tour dates up at jacobstiefel.com. That is JACOBSTIEFEL.com. And my social medias are at Jacob Stiefel on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. The podcast here, social medias are at DSM Podcast, at DSM Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And that's it. Number 2 in the books. I've got lots more great people and conversations coming up in the next few weeks. So please come on back and check them out. And while you're here, you might as well just go ahead and hit that subscribe button so the new episodes will just be automatically added to your feed. Either way, thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day.